Class, it's time for a pop quiz. Pay attention. I'm not going to repeat the instructions. I'm going to show you 10 items, one at a time. They're going to be under here. You've got to write down what each item is. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. A passing grade is 70. There are no participation trophies here. So take out your number 2 pencils. This is not an open book test. We do not grade on a curve. I'm going to have one bonus question worth 10 points. Now, put away your books and your Google. Let's begin. This is cool. This is a wooden box that says Ford on it, and it's obviously very old. But what is it? The answer? It's a buzz coil, or a spark plug coil for a Model T Ford. It provides voltage to the spark plug. Let's take a look on the inside. I'd be surprised if you got this one right. Maybe you'll have a better shot on the next item. Or maybe not. For this one, if you guessed a wooden spool, I'm going to need you to be more specific. It's technically called an Irish linen wooden bobbin spool. In the early 20th century, these would have been used on industrial equipment that looked something like this. This is a curved, thick piece of plastic with a hole on one end and an oval hole on the other. It has one specific purpose. What is it? This box cutter is a clue. It's an insulation cutter. The plastic part holds down the insulation and the blade cuts it. It's actually very helpful if you have a lot of insulation work to do. This one, it's practically a gimme. Your guess, of course, is going to be a spigot for a wine barrel. This one is interesting because it has an air valve stem, and I guess that's to supply additional air pressure inside the barrel. What would this be used for? It's a copper braided ribbon spool. Where would you use something like this? Electronics, perhaps? It's actually called a solder wick. I also use it sometimes when repairing stained glass. It's used to remove solder by heating up the copper braid with a hot soldering iron and then pressing it into the solder. The solder will melt and wick up into the copper ribbon, thereby removing unwanted solder. When I bought this, I had no idea what it was. On the handle, it says Geneva, Illinois. On the curved part connected to the handle, it says Geneva Hand Fluter, F-L-U-T-E-R. The bottom plate says Heat This, patented 1866. Alright, enough clues. This is an iron. It's used for pressing fabric, especially ruffles or cuffs on some sleeves, even the bottoms of dresses that women wore back in the 1800s. Another gimme, especially if you're a woodworker. This is a draw knife. If you said spoke shave, you would be wrong. It's often used for stripping bark from tree trunks or for trimming and fitting beams or square timbers during renovations. It can also be quite an artistic tool in the hands of a wood sculptor. I bought this at an estate sale, but I didn't know what it was. I got a clue when I saw another similar one, but a complete version at a flea market. I thought it was a juicer. I was wrong. Get your guess in before I tell you. This is a sausage stuffer. The meat would first go through a grinder and then put into this tube and pressed into a sausage skin. This is a fairly common tool. It can be used for many things, but it was made for one specific purpose. What is it? It's a linoleum flooring cutting knife. What is this circular piece of wood? No clues here. You're going to either know it right away or you won't. This was a wine barrel lid. The inside is stained with the red wine, and on the outside is the natural color oak. Now I realize that this has been a very difficult test, but I never said it was going to be easy. I do have a heart though.
You want a heart. You don't know how lucky you are not to have one.
I will give you one bonus question. For the bonus object, I'm going to need your help on this one. I still don't know what it is. It has this spring-like hook thing, and stamped on it, it says patented 1865. If you know what this is, give yourself 10 extra bonus points and let everyone else know what it is in the comments section of this video. Now it's time to grade yourself. Out of a possible 110 points, how many points did you get? Post your score in the comments section below so we can all laugh at you. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not.